Sixers fans, welcome back. First things first, this is my third take because I don't have enough iCloud space and I'm up the wall. I'm literally up to here about it. So I'm going to speak fast, but speak articulately starting now. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's talk about how the 76ers are absolutely carried by the best player in the NBA right now, going on one of the best historical streaks that an NBA player has gone on in a very long time, and hands down the greatest Philadelphia 76er to ever breathe air post Will Chamberlain, because that wasn't really basketball. That was just tall guys taking advantage of little tiny plumbers. And how we beat a very, very poor lottery team by 6 points despite a 38-point effort outburst by Joel Embiid. Let's get into it. Charlie Brown Jr., let's talk about it. Dude, good for you. Cool story. Philadelphia kid. You know, I knew his girlfriend growing up. Good kid, right? I don't know Charlie Brown, but I'm sure he's a good kid. He's got to be the worst finisher around the rim that I've ever seen. He gives me such Corey Brewer vibes. The dude is legitimately the Corey Brewer of the modern Sixers, and it's just infuriating. Like, stop playing this dude. Like, I understand, Doc Rivers, that we have no depth right now, and, like, the team's kind of just all sick and out and hurt. I get it, you know, but Charlie Brown Jr. is not better than Isaiah Joe. You gotta play Isaiah Joe in the starting lineup. I understand you like his defensive versatility, but the dude literally shoots like Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and then we wonder why he isn't a factor at all on the offensive end. Surround Embiid with shooters, and what's he do? He brings in modern Michael Kidd-Gilchrist to start alongside him. Doc Rivers is the worst. I like that Embiid had like this pick and roll that he was setting a pick for before he did. He told Furkan to switch with CBJ in the corner, set the pick, got the ball, passed it to Furkan where CBJ originally was, and then Furkan hit the three. That just shows you the absolute Tom Brady-esque vision before a play happens that Embiid has. He is an absolute dominant force. This was his 12th straight road game of 30-plus points, joining the likes of George Gervin, Hall of Famer, James Harden, future Hall of Famer, Tracy McGrady, future Hall of Famer, if not already one, and the second greatest player of all time, Michael Jordan. That is absolutely ridiculous. The streak, the current run that Joel Embiid is on right now is absolutely historic, ladies and gentlemen. Sit back and appreciate it because he's on our team doing this. He is playing the best basketball of anyone I've ever seen ever. And we're 8-3 in our last 11 games because of it. He is an absolute monster. And all of that being said, we still only won by 6. A lot of that has to do with just the bench. There is none right now. No one can make shots. No one can score. Korkmaz had a solid game. He had 17 points, 37 minutes though, and you're never going to beat a team by a lot when you're playing Korkmaz 37 minutes in a game. Tobias Harris, look, cool, double-double. At 18, 11, and 5. Sweet. That's all fantastic. But even when he's playing well, his fit with Philadelphia is so obvious to the viewer that we need to get rid of him. We absolutely need to get rid of him this year. If we don't move Ben, whatever. But we have to move Tobias Harris because it doesn't work. He is a complete run stopper. Every time he catches the ball after good ball movement by the Sixers around the perimeter, he is holding it and doing a triple threat pump fake 4 times for 4 or 5 seconds, and then just passes it back without taking a dribble. And then we expect, what are we doing? He's a run stopper. He doesn't know what to do. He's in his head about everything. Just go back to old you. Just go back to last year. What happened to Doc Rivers when Doc was getting on him about making quick decisions? We're okay with that now without Ben Simmons? It doesn't make any sense. The problem with Tobias is that he thinks he needs to be a better player, a bigger part of this offense, in which we needed him to be, and he has completely just not been good. He's been really, really bad about it. We need to give Tyrese Maxey the ball more when it comes to touches between Tobias and Tyrese, because Tyrese Maxey is just the better basketball player at this point. He really is. He carried this team when Embiid was off the court, and that's what I love to see, man. I love to see Tyrese get more minutes. And play more minutes when Embiid is off the court, because Tyrese gets to be him way more, and he gets to be the number one guy, and he's really, really good like that, man. He's incredible penetrating the rim, taking advantage of mismatches constantly, which is almost all the time given how fast he is. And he had this pull-up three-pointer with like 4 or 5 seconds left on a shot clock over a big guy that was just disgusting. It was literally disgusting. Tobias Harris is not doing that. He's just simply not. Tyrese is. And I love to watch Tyrese Maxey play more when Embiid's off the court. So I'll give Doc Rivers that. You know, Maxey played like 42 minutes a night, which is awesome. which is awesome. I think if Doc Rivers could learn how to stagger Embiid's minutes better without giving him the same exact rotation every single game. Like, it's so predictable, Doc Rivers' rotations. But if he could learn how to play him when he deserves to be played and not take him out when he just made 4 buckets in a row, Embiid would be putting up 45 a night right now. Without a doubt. I'm not afraid to say he would be averaging over 40 points a game during the stretch instead of the 30 that he is. It's incredible. It's seriously incredible what Embiid's doing. His jump shot is unstoppable. He has the Dirk Nowitzki fadeaway. His fadeaway, dude, he's 7'2", and he's fading away from the basket, and it's a bucket every single time. It's unstoppable. His jumper's unstoppable. He's stronger than every single person on the court every single night, and he just dominates the paint whenever he wants to. He rebounds at an extremely high level lately, and all while I am saying this, he has been our absolute defensive anchor. The amount of effort that he is putting out on the court on both ends is MVP worthy. I'm not here to talk about an MVP conversation because to me, there is no conversation. It's Joel Embiid wins the 2022 MVP. It's very simple to me. It's very, very simple. No one else is doing what he is doing in the NBA right now. I literally, before the season started, I said Embiid's going to win the MVP if Ben Simmons doesn't play. And at the beginning of the year, it didn't look good, but I am glad I stuck with it because what this man is doing right now is making his MVP-caliber season last year look like it was nothing. It didn't look like a fluke. People were all of them saying, you know, it's just one good year. He can't stay healthy. His conditioning has been the most impressive thing for me. It's how healthy he's looking. It's how bouncy he looks. It's how selective he is on the plays that he goes really hard on, which is very, very important for big men. What Embiid is doing right now is historic. There's no other word to say it. When we're taking it for granted, even though we are absolutely praising him because it's just so, I would be shocked to have him not score 30 points in a game because A, we rely on him so much, and B, he delivers. He simply delivers every single time. We were up by 2 in the last 2 minutes of the game tonight. Tobias Harris had an absolutely terrible pick and roll pass to Embiid. Embiid caught it behind him and then found a way to get fouled going up for a bucket and then knocks down both free throws. Embiid saves every single person around him all night long, and it's just the force among. I don't even know what to say. I literally don't even know what to say about this man. He is the greatest Philadelphia 76ers to ever play the game. He is. What he's doing is not normal. It's not normal. And it's interesting. Every night we watch Tobias Harris try and lose the game for us, and then Embiid just picking up his slack and dominating even more. Tonight was the Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid show. It simply was. Korkmaz hit a couple big shots, but Embiid's playmaking with 6 assists. What else can I say? I don't even know what to title this because I feel like every video I could title, the thumbnail would be Joel Embiid is the MVP. At this point, there's nothing else I can say. No one else in the NBA is doing what this man is doing right now. Good win. Peace out.